マクラーレンとのジョイントプロジェクトのもと、パワーユニットサプライヤーとして参戦いたします。マクラーレンホンダとして活動してまいります。
You cannot understand how excited I am with the new partnership, the legendary partnership with McLaren and Honda.
And now to win a championship and bring back the #1 in the cockpit.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much and then for coming to Honda's day today in this cold weather. Now we'd like to start the Honda Formula One press conference, McLaren Honda 2015. My name is Tanaka from corporate communications. Thank you. Then we'd like to start with a speech by our President and CEO, Mr. Takanobu Ito. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ito. Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come to this Honda Formula One press conference today. And I would also like to take this opportunity to express our gratitude for your continued appreciation and support for Honda's activities. It has been almost 2 years since we made the announcement in May 2013 to return to Formula One, and we have only 1 month to go before the season starts with the Australian Grand Prix. In the on-track testing of the new machine, MP430, conducted in Jerez in Spain, we identified many issues. And in order to start off from a good position on the grid in the first race in Melbourne, currently at research facilities both at Sakura in Japan and Milton Keynes in the UK, the final fine-tuning is underway for the power unit RA6158 developed by Honda. Looking back, taking on difficult challenges has been an integral part of Honda's identity since its foundation. Honda's participation in Formula One was begun in 1964, soon after our entry into the automobile business by the bold decision of our founder, Mr. Soichiro Honda. For over half a century since then, Honda has been participating in a wide range of racing series, including Formula One. While we carried on with our traditions in this way, we have been enhancing our capability as an automaker. And now, at the pinnacle automobile race, Formula One, we have this opportunity to demonstrate our true values. There are two parts to the significance for Honda returning to Formula One. Firstly, the pursuit of environmental technology introduced to the world of Formula One, in other words, pursuit of ultimate energy management, will certainly lead to technological excellence of Honda in the future. Another aspect is that the extremely demanding world of racing is an opportunity to foster professional human resources. Through the technologies and human resources cultivated in the ultimate environment of Formula One, Honda wants to create innovation. And above anything else, by aiming for an even higher ground and by continuing to win, we want to meet the expectations that Honda fans have of us. Honda's corporate slogan is "The Power of Dreams." We believe in the power of dreams, and we are committed to realizing our dreams with firm determination. Here we have drivers Fernando Alonso and Jenson Button, two wonderful world champion drivers. McLaren Honda, united in our ambitions and team spirit at its height, is ready to open a new chapter in its history. Thank you in advance for your continued support for Honda. Thank you very much once again.
And today, from Britain, we have with us McLaren Technology Group CEO Ron Dennis.
Mr. Dennis, please join me on stage. Hi. Photo session. Okay, thank you.
Thank
Please.
you. So good morning, everybody. There's probably not many people in the room that are much older than I. And part of being somewhat mature is that you've and I remember fondly when I went to my first Grand Prix in 1966, Mexico City, the very beginnings of Honda's Formula One efforts. The challenge then was completely different. There were smaller capacity engines. You had total freedom on how many cylinders the engines used. And at that time, Honda was tremendously innovative, ambitious, and already starting to live its dream. Some years later, having witnessed Honda's first Grand Prix win in those early days, only after 11 Grand Prix in Formula One, I spent another period of my life partnered with Honda. In 1988, we started what proved to be the most successful season in the history of Formula One motor racing. 15 races that we won out of 16 was a remarkable achievement, but preceded by tremendously close cooperation with Honda over the development of the turbo engine, which we used to such great effect. So as we came back together again in 2013, and we started to build what is yet again a phenomenal relationship which embraces the challenges of cultural differences, the necessity to build trust, both in the human sense and in the engineering sense. The whole thing started to come back to me about just what it is like to work with Honda. Honda is a phenomenally committed company. And the challenge that we faced together as we approach the 2015 season is just huge. Our competitors have had 1 year's head start, and which again amplifies the challenge. The rules and regulations have never been so complex for the power units, not just the mechanical and dynamic performance of the primary engine, the PSU, but also the ERS and KERS systems. These systems have to communicate together and function together to produce optimum performance. And that's no real different challenge to actually the challenge of companies who are from different cultures working together. And as I said earlier, forging an understanding and developing trust. and that is what we've been doing for 2 years. And as we approach this first Grand Prix, the pressure becomes more intensive. The expectation of our fans, our drivers, our sponsors, the media gets more and more intense. But as I discussed with my colleague Arai-san and President Ito, we are ready for the challenge, and we will have success because history shows that Honda always succeeds, and the Honda-McLaren partnership of the 80s is something that we intend to reproduce. It's a privilege to be here today, and it's an honor to be amongst all of you, and I hope to be stood in the not too distant future at some point celebrating the World Championships that I'm very confident that we will win together, given some time. The first challenge is to win the first Grand Prix, and in the short term, compete in Australia, finish with the most competitive result that we can possibly have. Thank you very much for your time, and look forward to seeing you later in the press conference. Thank you.
ロンさん、そして伊藤さん、本当にありがとうございました。
Thank you very much, Mr. Ito and Mr. Dennis as well. Now I'd like to invite the drivers to the stage. Driver Fernando Alonso and driver Jenson Button, please, to the stage. Thank you very much. Then I'd like to ask questions to Mr. Alonso first. You completed the recent on-track test, so I'd like to ask about your impressions about the machine and your ambitions, aspirations for the opening race, and also message for your fans in Japan. Thank you. Mr. Alonso.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. Yes, we just completed the first test in Jerez, so we are very happy to be part of this new era of McLaren-Honda partnership. It was I had the honor to be the first on the car on the first day and do the first couple of laps. And yeah, there is a very challenging time for all of us on trying to succeed with this project. Very excited to be part of McLaren-Honda family after many years in Formula One. I feel again the new motivation and the adrenaline of competing at the maximum level with the best possible team. And yeah, the message for the fans will be to support us, to enjoy the season as we will do, and yeah, be ready for some victories hopefully soon.
Thank you. So,
Thank you very much. So I'd like to ask the driver Button.
okay, Jenson, please go ahead.
Konnichiwa. For me, yeah, it's great to be working with Honda again, and it's a very exciting partnership, McLaren-Honda. I think for both of us, when we were growing up in the 80s, it was, you know, the team that we were watching with Ayrton and Alain. So it really feels special to be a part of the new era. So the first test for us in Jerez was a very special one, I think very emotional, and a really nice feeling to be working all as one. As we all know, testing is about improvement, and for me that's what the first test was. We saw quite a bit of improvement in the way that we were working, but also in the direction that we're taking with the car and engine package. It really does feel as one. It doesn't just feel like a car and an engine. It's proper. It's one full package, which is great. So I'm very much looking forward to the next two tests, where we will make further improvements, and hopefully we'll arrive in Melbourne ready for the first race and to fight for the best result we possibly can. So yeah, Melbourne ga tonishimi desu.
ありがとうございます。Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
どうもありがとうございました。
Once again, thank you very much.